I just remembered I need to upload that time I went on Smudboy's stream, and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers joined the call, and we had like a debate, and I still blew him the fuck out, even though it was like 1v4, I believe. Like, everyone else was trying to interrupt, but I kind of pushed through, and I kept on, like, talking to him, and he made, like, a fucking fool of himself. He said, yes, I'm such a misogynist. I have a wife and daughter. He said, how can I be a misogynist if I have a wife and daughter? It was only like a 10-minute convo, because he had to go, but, holy shit, I need to upload that to YouTube at some point. If somebody wants to, like, find that, it was during one of my Terraria streams. It was a gaming stream, so if somebody wants to find that and send me the clip, I'll upload it to YouTube, okay? But, in the meantime, we've got some more Geeks and Gamers. I already watched the first few minutes of it just to make sure, or like the first minute of it to make sure it was worth covering on stream. Disney panders to the woke mob again. Splash Mountain is problematic. So yeah, let's get into it. And I had it sped up too, so we'll put it on normal speed. Alright, hit me up, Jeremy.
What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today, Disney once again bends the knee to the woke social media mob, the people that are offended by every single thing. Everything that they disagree with is an ist or an ism, or anything that they can be outraged about is an ist or an ism. It doesn't matter about context, it doesn't matter about facts, none of those things matter. All that matters is we—
Okay, so for starters, this dude is literally a grifter. He's open about it. This dude uploaded like, God, over 200 videos on Brie Larson. You guys remember that? You guys remember when that happened? The like over 200 videos he made on Captain Marvel and Brie Larson. Oof. And you know he brought in, I would venture to say, at least 100 million views from it, because each of those videos is getting like anywhere from like 100,000 to 1 million views. Some even got more. Like, goddamn, that guy knows how to. This guy knows how to fucking grift. I tell you what. Also, we just hit 600 viewers. You love to see it. This guy knows how to grift, but I do believe that I think he does believe what he's saying, even if he heavily tailors his content to make as much money off of it as possible, okay? So, take what he says here at the beginning with a grain of salt, because they say this all the time, but every single example they bring up is, like, fucking ridiculous. Like, I like how this dude talks about how the left gets super offended about everything and calls everything racist, and meanwhile, he's made 200 videos on a fucking actress because she did a speech at a awards ceremony once that was vaguely feminist. And it offended these fucking neckbeards so much that they've made hundreds of videos on her. She's like the Voldemort of like the internet reactionary sphere, besides like Anita Sarkeesian, who, don't even get me started on that. These fuckers are the most offended people in the world. They're the biggest snowflakes ever. But they're keyboard warriors. They don't go outside and actually like do anything about it, unless they're like Nazis, in which case they go and they shoot up a synagogue or they burn down a mosque. But you know, that's not who we're talking about right now.
We have to be outraged, and companies like Disney will respond to a small group of people that are offended by everything. Now, Splash Mountain has been a...
Guys, do we really think that I'm pretty sure Disney's a multi-billion-dollar company, like billions of dollars. Yeah, no, they bring it, like, Disney brings in over $1 billion, like, every fucking recent Marvel movie. Like, do you really think that this extremely rich company is just making the decision of, oh, a few people are mad online, so we're gonna just change this massive thing that makes us money? Does he really think that's what they're doing? Corporations like Disney, all corporations, have one goal, one bottom line, and it is to make as much money as possible. That will always be their bottom line. That will always be the end goal of any choices and decisions they make, even ones that seem like they're counterintuitive, like donating money to charity or something. When a corporation does something like that, they know it makes them look better in the public eye, which means people are more likely to, you know, buy their services or go to their parks or watch their movies, which means they make more money in the long run. And that's their goal. So Clearly, Disney, which has billions, I would argue like hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe not that much, I don't know exactly how much Disney has, but at least billions of dollars behind them, isn't stupid enough to say, oh yeah, there's like 20,000 people mad on Twitter, so we're gonna get rid of this ride, and just get, that's really popular, one of the most popular rides at Disney, and get rid of it, and, you know, lose a bunch of money for it, because we want to push the, woke social justice agenda. What are you talking about? Disney is worth $130 billion, if I recall correctly. That's a lot of money. And I have 600 viewers. That's a lot of viewers.
You know, iconic ride at the Disney parks for a long time. And there's always been a few people that have always been offended over this ride and crying, wanting it to be changed because it is themed after the 1946 film Song of the South, which I have never seen. Apparently, people think that that's an ism.
Type 1 in chat if you know what Song of the South is about. Song of the South takes place in the 1800s in America, in the South, on a plantation. And it depicts a extremely honey-coated version of the slave-master relationship. Basically, I looked up a little bit about the movie a bit before, and basically it is a show, or not a show, but a movie, where black slaves, presumably, I mean, it's the 1800s on a fucking plantation in the South, okay? With their white masters, but it's like portrayed as them, you know, they're friends, they don't get whipped, they're forced to do anything against their will, they're super happy to do what they're doing. It would be like, it's like almost West Wing levels of sugarcoating of political issues, right? So it literally takes place, it depicts slavery as being all good, you know, everybody's friends, everything's cool here. That is what Song of the South was, dude. Like, God, I wish I could come into a video this unprepared. I wish I could just like make a video. I wish I could make videos like this and have no fucking idea what I'm talking about, not even having watched the source material from which like I'm bitching about, or even know the context behind it, and then just like get onto camera here and whine and get, wow, you only got 24,000 views? I guess this did come out like a couple days ago. But damn, wow, that's not too good. I'm getting more views than that on some of my videos. And I've got like a fraction of a sub count. Oof, scary. Alright. But seriously though, this is an effective grift because he uploads like 3 or 4 to 5 videos a day. It's actually insane.
A movie, I've never seen it, don't want to see it, and even if people are making those accusations, they've made accusations about everything. Everything is an ist now. So those...
Homie, dude, Disney, especially their older shit, is notoriously racist. There's like so many examples of it being like, hold on, do we have to bring up the examples of like Disney being racist? Like, if you disagree that this shit is racist, then whew. Actually, let's look at the Wall Street Journal article so we can get some examples of the racist shit that was... Well, no, you can't. You have to pay to get access to Wall Street Journal. I forgot about that. Here, let's look at images of Disney being racist. So... Oh, no. Here we go. So, who remembers the crows from Dumbo? You guys remember them? Whew! That was spicy. That was a spicy gamer moment right there. What about the Native Americans from Peter Pan? That was also a pretty big... This was also a pretty big gamer moment. Although, no, never mind. I don't know how old that character is. Or what about... Oh no. What about this? Are we, are you sure you want to... Are you sure you want to defend? Are you sure this is the hill you want to die on, dude? Are you sure? Are you 100% sure this is the hill you want to die on? All right.
Words mean nothing to me. We've been desensitized to those words. They mean nothing because the people that continue to spew those words will attach it to any and everything that they are offended over. But today, it was announced that Disney is going to retheme Splash Mountain. They're going to retheme Splash Mountain to Princess and the Frog because they have to.
What is he, Hollywood Reporter? I mean, not the best go-to source. It's basically a fucking tabloid site, but hey, alright. I mean, I don't really expect any type of intellectual integrity from this guy anyway. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's just turn your brain off, rot your mind entertainment for the majority of the people who watch him. He just sort of agrees with everything they already believe and just revalidates it.
To appease to the woke mob. You know, the thing about this decision is the announcement's going to face a lot of criticism from Disney fans, right?
Also, you guys are so lucky that my webcam's covering him up so you don't have to look at him. Except for whenever he, like, maximizes his camera. Hey guys, here, let's do a vote. Type 1 if you want me to move my camera to the top right so you can see him. Type 2 if you want me to keep it where it is. So you don't have to look at him. That's a lot of 2s. That's a lot of 2s. That's a whole lot of 2s. Okay. Alright.
Rightfully so. And all that people are going to do is label those criticisms as people that are against African American woman being featured in the ride or whatever. And,
what?
You know, so stupid because if you look at like when they rethemed the Norway ride over at Epcot.
This guy hasn't seen the movie and doesn't know the context of the fucking ride. Why does he feel like he can say, oh, the left is calling everything racist? I feel like if I got him into a call right now, and I was talking to him, and I was, like, arguing with him right now, he would concede that, yeah, this is probably kind of racist. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, I have to agree on, yeah, okay, maybe this is a little racist. It literally takes place, it's the slavery ride. Chat. This is the slavery ride. Disney has a slavery ride, and he's defending that ride's stay. It's the slavery ride. It is literally a ride that it depicts a story which takes place in the South in the 1800s and sugarcoats the fuck out of racism and slavery.
Caught a few years ago to Frozen. That faced a lot of criticism. Now, I like the movie Frozen, but I didn't want that iconic ride rethemed to Frozen. It just didn't. I mean,
wasn't Frozen like one of... Wait, isn't Frozen the most financial, like the biggest financial success for an animated movie of all time? I may be wrong. I've never seen Frozen. I don't really care. But it wasn't Frozen the biggest financial success for a animated movie ever? Yeah, chat says yes. Yeah, of fucking course Disney built a fucking Frozen area and decided to like redo an old area of the park and make it into a Frozen place. Kids fucking love Frozen. It made a shit ton of money. It's super fucking popular and they wanted to make money. Why wouldn't they?
Work for me. I know people do enjoy that ride now that it's actually happened, but I missed the Norway ride. It has nothing to do with anything other than I didn't like them touching an iconic ride. Now,
these people are literally the like definition of things changing. I want things to stay how they are. This is like the definition of just being afraid of change and digging your feet into the sand and having to be dragged into the 21st century. It's the definition of that. I wonder what kind of media this dude watched when he was younger. That, like, I feel like most of the media that I watched when I was growing up had some type of theme that was like, hey, so it is bad to dig your feet into the sand and be afraid of change. Change can be good. Don't just be afraid of something just because it's different or it's new. Like, I feel like that was a basic theme of a lot of the type of media that I consumed when I was younger. I wonder if this guy just didn't get that, because I feel like this is something that you're supposed to be taught when you're a fucking child. I feel like this was like a pretty simple lesson.
The Splash Mountain is light years more iconic than, you know, the Norway ride. Splash Mountain is something that everyone is familiar with. Everyone knows about Splash Mountain. And, you know, now we're in this 2020 phase where every company has to bend the knee and change and rewrite history, and that's where we're at now, which is very disappointing. Disney to overhaul Splash.
Isn't he just grifting and saying that he doesn't know anything about Song of the South, just a plausible deniability? It could be Go-Go Boy, but I mean, I don't think he's actually seen it. Like, he doesn't, because that's what grifting's all about, right? Because of how effective the right-wing grift is, you don't have to actually know anything about these topics. You can just record yourself for 10 minutes, like, whining in front of a camera about stuff you have no idea what you're talking about, and you're fine. Like, I do something pretty damn similar, only for it's a much longer amount of time, and it's live, so I don't get to edit anything. But I have to actually do research about shit. People bitch at me and I have to read theory. I have to, like, do research about these topics. I have to look up studies. I have to educate myself on stuff to talk about what I talk about. These people can just whine in front of a camera for 10 minutes, and they make a shit ton of money.
Splash Mountain ride amid outcry. A push to rebrand the classic ride has been gaining traction due to its storyline tied to the disavowed 1946 film Song of the South. The Walt Disney Company on Thursday announced the classic ride Splash Mountain will be retooled at its parks amid outcry over its ties to the controversial 1946 film Song of the South. Splash Mountain first.
He's just gonna read the article. He's just gonna read the article, and then like respond to. God, if I could get as many views as this dude does just from reading fucking articles. Like, I have to stay, I don't think you guys realize, but when I'm streaming and I'm doing what I'm doing here, I have to stay constantly, like, energized, right, and entertaining, right? I have to pause the video very often to put in my own commentary, otherwise people leave the stream. Or they don't watch. Like, this guy could just sit in front of his camera and just read off a fucking article and get 25,000 views. Jesus. Zap me into another reality.
Opened in Disneyland in 1989, and the ride was subsequently added to the Walt Disney World and other theme parks around the globe.
Alright, we're speeding this shit up, boys. We're speeding it up. 1.5 speed.
And then talking about all of the protests going on. The ride will be rebranded to The Princess and the Frog, the celebrated 2009 animated film featured an African-American female protagonist. Thank you for pointing that out, Hollywood Reporter. Thank you for pointing out that. In its Thursday announcement, Disney said it has been planning on retooling the ride since last year. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all.
What? So, Disney comes out with a statement that debunks his conspiracy theory that he thinks the woke mob has bullied this multi-billion-dollar company into getting rid of the old ride that he likes. And his response is just, I don't believe that. I wish I could do this. Can I use this logic and be a successful YouTuber? Wait, over 650 viewers right now? Holy shit. I gotta reopen my restream because it wasn't updating my viewer count. Can I just do that? Like, just say, I don't believe that, in response to anything that disagrees with me? Like, not even have to acknowledge, not even have to acknowledge the data that disagrees with me? Can I please just be able to do that? I would give my left testicle to be able to do that, because the amount of time I spend doing research and like looking into the topics that I talk about so I can adequately discuss them in a responsible way, and whenever I debate people, argue with them in a responsible way that's not just like platforming their shitty views, is fucking draining. It is so fucking draining. And these people just go on and they can just say, I don't believe that. I've never seen this movie or anything before, but I'm offended by this, so I'm gonna bitch about it for 10 minutes, and then that's gonna be my video. Please kill me. In game.
I was looking at this. I mean, look how many refurbishments they've done over the past several years, even as recently as, if this information is correct. So Splash Mountain refurbishments, and this is WaltDisneyWorldMagic.com. So they did a refurbishment January 6th, 2020 to February 27th. So Splash Mountain was closed for refurbishment, if this information is correct. I can't speak directly to it because I haven't been there, but based on this information, it's telling me that in 2020, not too long ago, Splash Mountain was closed for almost 2 months for a refurbishment. Well, if you were planning this since last year, why did you close for a month and a half for a refurbishment of something that you said you were planning on rebranding? Again, I don't understand.
Refurbishing also means fixing things. What are you talking about? If there was something dangerous, like, let's say there's some, like, Or isn't Splash Mountain like you go down logs on a river or something like that? What if one of the bars that holds you in was like broken, or the track was broken or something? Even if they plan on replacing it in the future, if the ride is currently in a dangerous situation and isn't safe to go on, then they have to fix it. Does he think this is like evidence against the idea that they've been planning on turning it into a Princess and the Frog ride for a while? What do you... yes. No, guys. So my car, the brakes don't work. My brakes, they don't work. They only work about like 1 out of 5 times, or like you know, every once in a while, like I'll just slam my brakes and they just don't work. Like my car just keeps speeding into one direction. But yeah, don't fix it though, because you plan on getting a car next month, right? Next month you're getting a new car, so why even bother fixing it? Why pay the money to fix it, right? You may have to go to work and you may have to be able to make money, but why would you fix a car? Why do you fix the brakes on the car that you're going to be replacing in a month? Like, yeah, hey. That's the logic here.
And that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It seems to me, based on this information you're telling me, based on this information that I'm finding, it seems to me that you're lying. It seems to me that you're lying so that you can pretend that this isn't a reaction to the woke people on Twitter, but that's exactly what it is. It's absolutely...
Wait, if it was a reaction to the woke people on Twitter, and Disney was capitulating to the demands of the woke mob, wouldn't they want to be open about how they're capitulating to the demands of the woke mob to make the woke mob happy? Isn't that what they would do? Or are they... Wait, now are they trying to cover their asses against the fucking like the hardcore red-pilled internet sleuths like you that they're afraid they're gonna get called out and they're gonna get another boycott? Is that what's gonna happen? Is that what they're afraid of?
Absolutely a reaction to the woke people on Twitter. Now, to be completely clear, okay? I gotta be completely clear about this, all right? This concept art does not look bad. It absolutely does not look bad. I mean, I'm being as real as I can. I'm a huge fan of Splash Mountain, okay? I love Splash Mountain very, very much. But when I look at this concept art, I don't hate it. So I have to be as fair as humanly possible.
Like, I mean, it looks like it's still going to be basically the same ride, just the aesthetics are going to be changed. Like, you're still going to be riding on a log through a swamp-type area, except now, instead of it being, you know, a sugar-coated depiction of a plantation in the 1800s when slavery was a thing, instead it's going to be like when does Princess and the Frog take place? I'm pretty sure it doesn't take place in modern day. I think I know the movie came back out in like 2008 or some shit. 1920s? Yeah, it's going to take place in the 1920s. So, granted, segregation was still around, but it's probably not going to be a theme of the ride. And if it is, the message that would be presented would be like, probably segregation is bad, like racism isn't good. But it seems like it's still going to be the same basic function. You're still going to be going down like a river in the swamp. It's just going to look different. It's going to be based on a different IP.
I don't like this idea of rebranding Splash Mountain, and I don't like the idea of bending...
Chat, I'm not taking my shirt off, you fucking coomers. Stop it, okay? Fucking get me to 50k subs by the end of the year, okay? And you'll see.
...to the woke audience. And I think it's bullshit, and it should not happen. And I'm going to be very, very vocal about that, as I always am. But if you're asking me to judge this specifically on that decision right there, to rebrand in that theme, I have to say that in isolation, and again, context is important here, okay? In that respect, in isolation, that looks really good. And if you were telling me it was...
So the argument he's making right now is that it's just another step in Disney's capitulating to the SJW agenda?
Done for the right reasons. If you were telling me that you weren't pandering to these miserable losers on social media, then I think I could potentially get behind this idea, because I do believe that all rides, all attractions, everything does need to have some sort of update in time. While again, I don't like it, I do not like this idea, I can at least respect it if it's coming from a good place. But it's not coming from a good place. You're responding to people that are going to always be offended. So it doesn't matter.
Wait, is being against racism not a good place? Ooh, mask off right there, my dude. That's not very centrist of you. I'm pretty sure this guy calls himself a centrist, right? Like, isn't he like the centrist type? Might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he like calls himself like a reasonable centrist in middle of the road guy.
What is going on? At the end of the day, when you respond to these people, you are never going to win. It does not matter. The fact that you made this decision seemingly to appease the woke audience out there, it just means you're never going to not get them out of this offended mindset that they're on. You're never
Wait, if them capitulating to the woke agenda and the woke like mob is making them money, which they wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't making them money, aren't you a capitalist, dude? Or don't you like capitalism? Aren't you in favor of the free market? It's just a corporation doing what they got to do to make money. It's not hurting anybody. What's the problem with it? They're even anti-racism. Aren't you against racism, dude? I assume you would be, right? Hey, that's just capitalism for you, my dude. They're just doing what makes them money.
going to do it. You're never going to win. So, fuck off, Disney. I'm so sick of this stuff. I'm sick of every company pandering to these people.
I think I'm going to name this video something like Geeks and Gamers has breakdown over Disney getting rid of Children's Ride or something like that. Whew.
People, I'm so sick of this nonsense. But this is where we are in 2020. It continues to happen over and over and over again. We are never going to get away from this as long as companies respond to these people. I am so sick of it. I will never...
Hey, apparently these people have very deep pockets because, holy shit, these corporations seem to be giving way to these people a lot, and they seem to be making a lot of money. God, you know how they always say, get woke, go broke? The Last of Us 2 is the fastest selling PS4 exclusive of all time. Or PlayStation exclusive of all time. In 3 or 4 days, they've sold they've sold 3 million copies, 4 million copies, something like that. Like a ridiculous amount. It's actually insane. And that's the get woke, go brokest game there is. Like, it is the most triggering game for these people ever. Captain Marvel broke $1 billion. Endgame, which had Captain Marvel, and then also that feminism scene in it with all the female heroes, broke like more than 2 billion, I think, if I remember correctly. What else made like a shit ton of money? She-Ra, the show that like the Corden got really mad about because he couldn't jack off to the main character. She-Ra had 5 seasons in a movie on Netflix, did really, really well. God, these things that they say get woke, go broke rarely ever end up failing. Yeah, Black Panther made like almost, I think, made 800 million. It might have made $1 billion. I got really close to $1 billion if it didn't. What else? You guys got, yeah, not quite 6 seasons. It was 5 seasons, I believe. She-Ra the movie is still trending on Twitter? Yeah, you would think so. God, what's another example of something you bitch at that they say get woke, go broke? Doom Eternal. They said Doom Eternal went woke and is gonna go broke because of the female demon thing, and they all got really, really mad about it. Game fucking sold like hotcakes and is really, really good and has really high reviews. Star Wars, yeah, obviously, like The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker did really good, and that one went woke. Like Steven Universe, yeah. Like, it rarely happens where something gets woke and goes broke, but they always say it. They still say it, and it never happens.
In the knee to the woke, miserable lunatics out there. You have completely exposed yourself, Disney. You have completely shown us that you don't actually have a backbone, which this is something we've known for a while. You do not have a backbone. And, I mean, I love the thing.
Yes. This multi-billion-dollar corporation with thousands, hundreds, I would bet, like, hundreds of thousands of employees across all locations through which that are associated with Disney, everything from their parks to their animation studios to actors, everything like that, artists, effects artists, everything. Yeah, this massive corporation with billions and billions and billions of dollars behind it, it has no backbone. They're super scared of mobs on Twitter. No, they see outrage and they're like, we could probably make a lot of money by marketing ourselves to these people, and then they make a shit ton of money from it because they're a corporation. Yeah, hold on, cover his face with my webcam. Yeah.
Parks so much, but the fact that the theme parks are now being impacted by miserable people on Twitter, it's disgusting, and I truly hate it. With that said, we do have a theme park channel where we cover far more than just Disney, and we have a good relationship with Universal Studios. But if you want to go ahead and subscribe to Park Hoppin', please go do that. It's Park Hoppin'.
All right, no, don't do it. Yeah, no, I actually talked to him whenever I debated him on Smudboy's stream. He was like, well, Geeks and Gamers is actually an entire industry. We have food reviews and we do theme park stuff that's completely unrelated to games and politics and stuff. And I was like, okay. All right. Okay. God, he's so mad over a fucking theme park ride. And I know if I got him into a call and told him what the context was to this ride, he would be like, oh, okay, never mind, I won't defend that, because it would make him look too fucking bad. And this dude is actually the spineless one. But, oh god, these people, the grift is so effective. He's so offended over it. Alright. People want me to look at a Trump tweet, so we'll wrap this up.